Thanks to OnePlus, I had the opportunity to try out the OnePlus 9 or OnePlus 9 Pro. I didn't exactly know which one I was gonna get, so I just received it and it is the OnePlus 9. So let's go and unbox it. I'm Isabella, Miss Mobile Tech, and let's go. First of all, when we look at the box, you see, of course, the OnePlus 9 5G logo, and it kind of shines in the light. I like that. On the bottom of the front, you also have the Hasselblad logo, co-developed with Hasselblad, which also has a little of that. On the sides, there's not that much. The OnePlus logo, a QR code, and the H for Hasselblad. And on the bottom is some of the specs. So let's open it up. And then, of course, immediately we have the phone. It's beautiful. But we are going to take a look at that a little later. So right now, let's just see what we have here. There's something above the phone, so if you take it out, it will not immediately slide down. This is the leaflet, so the welcome from Hasselblad with the pin, and that is a sort of sticker. And then there are the guides, a quick start guide, the safety information, and the highest SAR value. Put that to the side. Then underneath where the phone was, of course, we have the Never Settle, is three things. One is the transparent silicone case, which has a little bit of texture if you look at it very closely. And on the sides it's a little bit matte. We have the charging cable, which is a USB-C to USB-C 3.1 charging cable. Always love this cable system that OnePlus has that keeps the cable from rolling up wrong. And of course we have the power brick with this, which is a super supply unit of 65 watts charging capability. It really is a heavy brick, I do have to say that. And if you hold it in your hand, you really feel the weight that comes with it. Yeah, 65 watt charging. On the sides there's not much. On this side is the OnePlus and the USB-C connector, of course. And here it says warp charge 65 watts, which is really quick. It should get your battery from 0 to 100% in about half an hour. And then there it is, of course. The phone is a beautiful winter mist, and it's a sort of purplish color with a little bit of a hue, which means it goes from at the bottom a little bit darker to light purple at the top, but it also changes during what kind of sunlight is on there. And let's pull off these plastics. Here we have the phone. Let's look at that hue. Oh, I really love this color. It's a little bit more shiny than I thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit more matte, but it's still very nice. Of course, I'm going to show you some other footage of this phone also outside and in other daylight, so you see that really good. On the bottom we have the SIM slot, the dual SIM slot, nano SIM slot, microphone, USB Type-C charger, and the speaker grill. If we look at the SIM tray, we have a nano SIM tray that is reversible. So on the other side you can put in another nano SIM tray. On this side you have the power button and of course the alert slider, which I really love. That OnePlus is the only one that does that. I don't know why, but it's really handy. Just to change between sound, vibrate and silence. On the top is only the microphone, and on the right side are the volume rockers. I do have to say I kind of think that's interesting, since mostly volume rockers are on the other side of most phones, but we'll see. And here we have the back of the phone once again with that beautiful gradient color. On the top, of course, the Hasselblad camera setup with the main camera, the ultra-wide camera, and a monochrome camera. Of course, I'm going to dive into that later. Now just let me show you what it all looks like, of course. And also just a quick look with the case that came with it, what that looks like, to put that around it. I'm not really much of a case user, but I do have to say I like this one, and you can see the little things that are on the case also a little bit better now. Of course, they never settle, and there's just a little bit of dots. On the side is a little bit more matte, but all in all, it's a fairly good basic case. And it helps also with the camera bump. So if we look from the side, Here the camera bump is just a little bit more outstanding. It's also the cameras themselves are even higher than the camera bump, which is interesting. As you can see when we look at the screen just like this, it is a bit of a dust collector. So I'm curious to see how that will pan out in the long run. Alright, so turning it on. Just a sec. I'm going to walk through this real quick and just show you some quick things. Can set up a fingerprint, and I will show you later how fast that is. Let's just show you how quick it will register. Okay, let's go with the edge input. Yes, it's fairly quick. Just does need to read a little bit more. There we go. We'll check out that later. Finish the setting up. Okay, one thing I always like to show you is to see the storage that is used. I have the 12 gigabytes RAM and 256 gigabytes internal storage. Of that, 24.88 gigabyte is used out of the box straight away without setting anything up. It has the Snapdragon 888, as you can see, 12 gigabytes of RAM to 56 gigabytes of storage. The camera setup is mentioned here as well. Of course, we're going to come back to that. 48 megapixel, 50 megapixel and 2 megapixel triple camera setup with the 120 Hz refresh fluids AMOLED 6.55 inch display. And if we then just quickly open up the camera and take a few pictures with the standard camera, if we press and hold, you get a sort of quick menu, something that you can do with the photos that you take. So just a few quick snaps. It is fairly quickly and reactive. And if I turn on the volume, you hear the Hasselblad sound. They seem pretty good, but of course it is a really good camera, so I'm much more curious to see what it will do with more difficult photos than this one. And then quickly let me turn the camera around and show you a selfie of myself. Normal and a portrait one. So that is it, my unboxing of the OnePlus 9. Of course, I'm going to be showing you a lot more videos also about the camera, which is a fairly important point of this series, of course, and also everything else around the phone. So stay tuned. I hope you liked it. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be playing with this beauty for a while now. So thank you very much, OnePlus, for giving me the chance. And also, thank you very much for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you next time.